Hello and welcome. Thank you so much for joining me on my program. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from any part of the world, I thank you very much for your contributions on this channel. Please kindly subscribe if you have not subscribed, and also click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. In this channel, I bring information to your doorstep. I bring news from all channels, from every angle. Things that have to do about the world, things that have to do about Africa, more especially Nigeria. I bring it to your doorstep. Some information that you ignore, some information that you cannot be able to come across, I look for them, I bring it to your doorstep for you to see. Every video you see on this channel is for educational purpose, to keep you up and get you aware of what is happening in the contraction called Nigeria, more especially. I bring the information to your doorstep. They are not lies. Most of the videos you're going to watch here are videos that are coming from the conventional media, and some of us sometimes are lazy to get into it. Sometimes are too busy to be able to lay a hand on this. That is why I bring the videos to your doorstep. Watch from beginning to the end. Remember, these videos are for educational purposes, so that you can be educated and know what is going on. Let us watch together. At the end, you can go to the comment section and put down your comment. Give your opinion. Say it the way you feel it. Nobody's going to come against you. It's a free world, and this is the social media where people say it and set the record straight exactly the way it is without being controlled. Do that on the comment section. Let us watch the video together as it comes. Thank you.
Hold on.
My cameraman fell but quickly got up to continue his recording. It was just a demonstration of how fire is lit at an illegal refinery site. On this day, the men were not on duty, but few are willing to tell their story.
I'm a graduate of law. I went to the youth service in North, and I came back. There's nothing here. We've been suffering. I got married. There's no money anywhere. So when I see that my friends and my brothers are trying to make money, I had to join them because there's no money anywhere.
I am a graduate of engineering. I graduated 1998. I served my youth service at Tako, Taraba State. When I come back, I was suffering. I was a deckhand, from the deckhand to taxi driver. You see the first men stopping us, taking money from us. That made me to be very hungry. And later I was hearing that I see people are making money where I come from. Outside people are making money where I come from. I decided there, and I come in to my creek, and I started doing this business.
You guys contribute largely to crude oil theft, and then the nation is losing so much of its wealth.
For me, I am not thief. What about those that are using vessels, mother vessels from the ocean, loading? I am just taking a little jerrycans. This is jerrycan. For whatever I am seeing there, those are saying this. They are using biro to thief. They are the people even contributing from those bunkering. This is not bunkering. We are just doing, we are supplying kerosene to the filling station. No filling station, no place they have kerosene. And the government does not matter. Because the poor people, this is my own property. What about the North? They are doing their gold, doing this. What will they call those people? Okay, those people are not thief. Because when the poor man do, they say thief. But when the rich man do, they call embezzlement. I am not thief. I am a businessman.
The conversation continued as we walked down the narrow footpath of the illegal refinery camp. What if the federal government, makes an attempt to employ you? Would you quit this job?
What kind of job did they want to employ me for first? This thing I'm doing is okay for me. It's okay to my people. The people that are giving job now, most of them now, till today, they've not paid them. Our fathers are dead, they don't pay them. Pensioners are dead, they've not paid them. University lecturers, they are on strike. They want to give me a job. What kind of, is it the job you give me, then you not pay me?
The lecturers are looking for peanuts to settle there, they will not. Because their children are outside the country. They don't value the poor people.
Okay, when the product gets to this point,
the business of refining oil the local way is a dangerous venture. Are you concerned that this work you're doing could consume your life?
I know that, but I don't have any choice. This is where I make my family smile. This is where I pay school fees, the little school fees I can pay. This is where I feed my mom, my dad, everybody from. So if I have to stop it, where will I go to? Though it's very risky. We've lost so many of our friends, brothers and all that, but today we are still here. Not that what we are doing is good for us, it's not good, but we are doing it because we have to make ends meet.
You will see sometime it will catch fire. The next, we will still hustle and come back because I will not go and steal.
So it is one day at a time.
It is one day at a time. Any day we wake up and we succeeded, we say, God, thank you. Anyone that does not lose his life. You see, most of the graduates are taxi drivers. No job. The government has failed us. They have failed us. We don't care whether we die. Like me, I don't care. Because that is where I survive with my family.
Until the government make a genuine provision for we, the Niger Delta people, then we'll quit. You cannot quit and go home and sleep hungry. We'll not go and steal. We'll not go and carry gun to rob. This is the only way.
If you're coming here, it's very risky. But somebody will always come here because we don't want the kerosene to come into the site. So somebody will always come and lock here.
They demonstrate further how crude oil goes through the heating processes and escape into the designated tanks.
The Nigeria government should value we, the Niger Delta youth, that are involved in this refinery. We have talent. They don't know that Niger Delta boys have talent. We produce kerosene, diesel, fuel, even gas. If you give us the opportunity, we will do more. The whole of Nigeria, you cannot see kerosene to buy. We, the Niger Delta boys, are the one producing kerosene and supplying the filling station. Then they say they want to stop bunkering. How? Are they giving us job? There is no job in this Nigeria. Niger Delta, we are suffering. Since we are suffering, this oil is our own. The only solution to this problem, you have to legalize this bunkering for us. Let us pay tax. Allow us to take the oil and pay tax to the federal government.
It is quite revealing at the camp. The men reject the ignoble cognomen of crude oil thieves, but instead seek a space to operate in Nigeria's petroleum industry. At the expense and risk of life and limb, this has become a way of life for many youths of the oil-producing states of the Niger Delta region of Nigeria. Now the federal government has a huge task in its hands. How is it going to end crude oil theft and illegal bunkering in the creeks of the Niger Delta? Now the youths have shown capacity to brew kerosene, petrol, diesel and other products the local way. Can they be put into cooperatives to do this in a refined manner, or use the punitive measure to end the erosion of the nation's wealth? Sometimes answers come in very short supply. Ofieteme George, Arise News.
For accountable, even though there are still some that is still work in progress, because they just seem to say, oh, when this person gets in, it's going to be hurry. No, it's not going to be. It's going to be hard work for every one of us. It's going to be all of us, both the citizens, like Dr. Mbshell would always say, there's a demand side of governance and also supply side of governance. The people who vote them in, they must occupy the office of the citizen and make demands. Then the people who are voted into office, they supply. If you do not, Nigerians are in fairness, both of us haven't really done our bit, both the people supplying and the people demanding. If you do not make demands, those who are supposed to supply, they will supply what comes easy for them, and it's easier to supply bad governance than it is to supply good governance. So every one of us, we must understand that it's not just to vote and go and sleep, because that's what we normally do. That's what we've done before. We must vote and give them close marking. We scrutinize them and ensure that they are on the right path and working towards giving us good governance, accountability, and transparency.
And in the process of doing that, I'm wondering whether someone like yourself is directly linked as a member to any political party, or whether you remain independent, because obviously you'd be very vocal in your support for Peter Obi. Has that meant that you are now a member of the Labour Party?
No, absolutely not. I'm not a member of any political party. I've never been a member of any political party. So I bet Peter Obi is my candidate. Just like in 2019, Dr. Obi Ezekwesili was also my candidate, and I was in her campaign team, but I wasn't a member of party. For me, it's a good thing to be. It's not as if it's not a good thing for people to be, but I don't want that restriction. I don't want to be sort of like partisan attached to a particular party. All I'm interested in is good governance, accountability, and transparency. And for me, it's vote candidates, not parties. And wherever a candidate comes from in all of the position, I'm going to look at who is the best for that position, irrespective of whatever party they come from. I'm not loyal to any party or anybody. I'm loyal to Nigeria. For me, that's it. And if Peter will be getting into office and he does anyhow, you go see anyhow. We no send.
Yeah, I bet he would.
You go see anyhow.
But there are, of course, 17 other presidential candidates. You don't see any of them as potentially doing a good job?
No. So before it was Peter Obi, I took my time and I waited until all the primaries had been done of all the political parties, and I sat down and I weighed all the candidates, and he was the one that came tops for me for this election.
And what is it about him that comes tops for you?
So the thing about him, number one, is the empathy. Yeah, so for me, after the last 8 years, I'm very particular about empathy in terms of looking at who is it that is going to be a leader or in a position, because empathy will make you want to take the people to the position that you are in, and it will make you do everything to ensure that you carry them along. So that for me, it's really something serious. And then on the issue of competence also, he's one who is down to earth, he's one who listens, and then he's one who has shown that he can face the, do I say the demon that is the Nigerian political system, look them in the eye and be able to do the things that he wants to do without fear or favor. And so that's very important. And also on the issue of cost of governance. I mean, in Nigeria today, if we really sit down and begin to cut the cost of governance, we know that a lot of the problems that we think we have, or the monies we don't have, we will be able to get that. And I want somebody who is prudent. I want somebody who is going to come in and not just be thinking about what are they going to take off for their own, to keep for their children or their descendants that are not yet born. And there are other qualities as well that for me I've seen, and I'm like, yes, this is the candidate for me. And I'm that kind of a person that even if I'm the only one, I will be there. If I believe in something, I go all out. So I'm a passionate person, and some people think that it's something negative. For me, it isn't. If I believe in something, I'm ready to put everything, even my life, on the line for that particular thing. And if I don't believe in something, even if everybody is there, I'm not going to be there. And so that's why I'm able to respect other people who don't want to do maybe certain things that I'm doing or supporting my own candidate. They have a right the same way I have my own rights. But as it is right now, with the people that we have, it's Obi.
Yeah, but that level of passion, which is very impressive and very sort of gives you a very commanding presence. I mean, that passion, that level of passion that you bring to a particular situation and to your support of a particular individual, I mean, that same passion must be crushingly defeating if that person fails you.
No, absolutely not. Because the thing is that, and for me, and this is to every young person out there, the result is not in our control. What is in our control is our effort. And that's the reason why every day we must wake up in the morning and say, we have not done enough. Because we must not look at what has been done yesterday. Yesterday, remember, died last night. And Jim Rohn said something, that if you want to set a goal, set a big enough goal, so that in the process of achieving that goal, you become somebody worth becoming. He also said something, that if what you did yesterday is looking big to you today, that means you're not doing enough. So for me, it's all about what effort. The only way I'll be crushed is when I know that there was something I was supposed to do that I didn't do, and I didn't put in my 100%, then I will know that I failed. But the moment I do all the things that I'm supposed to do, put in my 100%, the results, I'm not focusing on the result right now. What I'm focusing on is the effort, and I call on every Nigerian out there to just focus on the effort every day. Stand up and say, what are the things that you can do them more, and wake up and say, you've not done enough, and you keep going. So for me, at the end of the day, that's it. And so what is it that I'm doing? What is it that I can do? What is it that it's in my control? That is more important than what the result is. That's how I've lived my life, even in my own personal life. Because even when I get to something where a lot of people are crushed by the results, I always look at it, and maybe now it sounds a bit arrogant. If I don't get it, I always say that, well, it wasn't good enough for me, that's why I didn't get it. That's in my own personal life, and I move on to the next thing. So I'm not beaten down because I didn't achieve certain things, because the only thing I focus on, like I said, is that effort. That's the one we have control over. What happens on the 26th of February 2023? That's not in our control. But from now till 25th of February 2023, what happens? It's in our control, and we can put in that effort to ensure that we get the desired result that we.
Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have been educated with this video. I hope you have learned something from the video you just watched. Please go to the comment section and put down your comments. Whatever you think about the video you have watched, or anything you have learned that you want to share together, go to the comment section and keep yourself busy. It's a free place where people share their opinion. And please, if you have not subscribed to this channel, kindly subscribe to the channel. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time a video comes out. And also, share the video to your family and friends. Share it to all platforms so that people can get aware of what is happening in the world, mainly in the contraption called Nigeria. We have to keep people on their toe, keep people informed on what is going on. That is exactly what we are doing. Every video you are watching in this channel is for the purpose of education and nothing more. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, bye-bye. See you again.